Hi GPT, how's it going?
Hey there, I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. How about you?
I'm doing great too.
That's awesome. What have you been up to today?
Today I watched the video on YouTube and I found out the person. Her name is Keiko Aoki. She is businesswoman and she succeeded in New York.
That's amazing. Keiko Aoki sounds like an inspiring person. What about her story stood out to you?
She起業するって英語でなんて言うの?
You can say to start a business or to launch a business. So you could say she started a business. Does that help?
Yes. She started business in New York. 彼女は毛皮を、売っていたって英語でなんて言うの?
You can say she sold fur in English. So you might say she started a business in New York and sold fur.
She started business in New York and sold fur.
That's great. Her story sounds really interesting. Did anything else about her journey inspire you?
Add to this, she sell bra that is marketed that the target is 胸がそんなに大きくない人がターゲットって英語でなんて言うの?
You can say the target market is people who are not very busty. So you could say she sold bras that were marketed towards people who are not very busty. Does that work for you?
Not very busty, is that right?
Yes, that's correct. You can also say for people with smaller busts if you prefer. Both are fine.
Could you repeat again?
Sure. You can say for people with smaller busts. Would you like to try repeating that?
No, thank you. She started selling bra for women who have smaller busts.
That's perfect. Great job. It's really inspiring that she identified that niche market.
I was impressed because she is Japanese, but she didn't hesitate to start business in America.
That's really inspiring. It shows a lot of courage and determination. It's amazing to see someone step out of their comfort zone and succeed.
Yes, and she never gave up learning business. She have 鋭い目、なんか潮流を見る鋭いビジネスの潮流を見る鋭い目があるってなんていうの?
You can say she has a keen eye for seeing business trends. It's wonderful that she stays persistent and focused.
I was impressed about her statue.
It sounds like her determination and business acumen really resonate with you. It's inspiring to see someone who never gives up. Did her story give you any ideas or motivation?
Yes, I changed my mind about the life. She said that to live means is time.
That's a profound insight. It sounds like she's encouraging you to make the most of your time and live fully. Did her perspective change how you think about your goals?
Yes, I think I wanna improve English more, and I wanna study more harder.
That's fantastic. Improving your English and studying harder are wonderful goals. I'm here to help you every step of the way.
Thank you. So please point out if I make a mistake in my English. Don't hesitate that.
Absolutely. I'll make sure to point out any mistakes to help you improve. You're doing great already.
What is the meaning of I'll make sure?
I'll make sure means that I will definitely do something or take care of it. So in this case, I'll definitely point out any mistakes.
Thank you. How does it say in Japanese?
In Japanese, you can say しっかりやります, which means I'll make sure or I'll do it properly.
Thank you. Add to this, I researched about 物流の平準化について英語でなんていうの？
You can say standardization of logistics in English. So you can say, I researched about the standardization of logistics.
I researched about standardization of logistics, and it was new for me. I haven't think about standardization, but it seems like management people, because when I management people, I always make Gantt chart, so it really similar, and the objection is because the objection is same.
It's great that you're exploring the standardization of logistics. It's definitely an important topic for management. It's interesting how it parallels your management style. What aspects of standardization caught your attention the most?
Could you repeat the question again?
Of course. What aspects of standardization caught your attention the most?
What aspect? What did you say?
I asked, what parts of standardization stood out to you the most?
Could you repeat again?
Sure. What aspects of standardization stood out to you the most?
Most standing out thing is that the effect of standardization is so huge. I didn't think that the standardization of logistics leads to the
The impact
yeah,
The impact of standardization is indeed huge. It's amazing how much efficiency and consistency it can bring. It's great that you're exploring this.
発注量って英語でなんていうの？
Hachuryo can be translated as order volume in English.
Usually, the order volume is not the same every day because the season, for example, the season of Christmas, the order would be up.
Increase during busy seasons like Christmas. So managing these fluctuations is crucial.
ばらついている発注量って英語になんていうの？
You can say fluctuating order volumes in English.
バラバラな発注量は？
You can say variable order volumes for barabara na hachuryo in English.
低い積載率って英語でなんていうの？
You can say low load factor or low occupancy rate in English.
Changeable order volume leaves low occupancy rate of truck.
When the order volume is small, it results in a low occupancy rate for trucks.
Even if the order volume is high, low occupancy rate will be because the logistic company must call added truck.
Even if the order volume is high, the occupancy rate can still be low because the logistics company might need to add extra trucks.
Could you repeat again?
Sure. Even if the order volume is high, the occupancy rate can still be low because the logistics company might need to add extra trucks.
Could you repeat again?
Certainly. Even if the order volume is high, the occupancy rate can still be low because the logistics company might need to add extra trucks.
Could you repeat again?
Certainly. Even if the order volume is high, the occupancy rate can still be low because the logistics company might need to add extra trucks.
Even if the order volume high, the occupancy rate can still be low because the logistic company might need to add extra truck. Even if the order volume high, the occupancy rate can still be low because the logistics company might need to add extra truck.
Even if the order volume is high, the occupancy rate can still be low because the logistics company might need to add extra trucks. You did well. Just remember to say, if order volume is high.
Even if order volume is high, the occupancy rate can still be low because the logistic company might need to add extra truck.
That's correct. Great job on that sentence. Your explanation is clear and accurate.
非
You're
効率
welcome.
って非効率って非効率って英語で low productivity っていう
In English, 非効率 is usually translated as inefficiency, so you can say inefficiency instead of low productivity.
How to spell it?
Sure, inefficiency is spelled INEFFICIENCY.
Volatility, order volume leads to inefficiency in inefficiency workload in warehouse.
Fluctuating order volume can lead to inefficient workloads in the warehouse. Great job expressing that.
Fluctuating, what is the meaning of that?
Fluctuating means changing frequently or irregularly. So fluctuating order volume refers to order volumes that go up and down.
How to spell that?
Fluctuating is spelled FLUCTUATING.
Repeat again.
Sure. FLUCTUATING.
Fluctuating. Is that right pronunciation?
You're very close. It's pronounced fluctuating. Great effort. Yes, exactly.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Great job.
So we have to forecast the demand and the fluctuating order, and after that we have to standardization of order volume.
So we need to forecast demand and fluctuating orders, and then standardize the order volume. That's a clear plan.
When we standardize the order volume, we have to consider the size of truck, which means that how many baggage can be loaded in the truck.
When we standardize the order volume, we need to consider the truck size, meaning how much cargo can be loaded. That's a smart consideration.
If we can standardize the order volume, the rate of occupancy rate can be high, and we don't have to need the extra truck.
If we can standardize the order volume, the occupancy rate can be high, and we won't need extra trucks. Great job.
Did I make a mistake?
Your sentence was quite clear. Just a small note. Instead of ni, you might say need. So it should be, and we won't need extra trucks. Great job overall.
If we can standardize the order volume, we need to realize standardization of workload in warehouse.
If we can standardize the order volume, we also need to achieve the standardization of workload in the warehouse. Well said.
Where did I mistake in my English?
Your sentence was mostly clear. Instead of realize, you might say achieve or ensure. So it could be, we need to achieve standardization of workload in the warehouse. You're doing great.
What is the difference between achieve and realize?
Achieve means to successfully accomplish a goal, while realize can mean to become aware of something or to make something a reality. In this context, achieve is more appropriate as it implies successfully implementing standardization.
Could you explain in Japanese?
Sure. Achieve は達成するという意味で、目標を成功的に成し遂げることを指します。一方、realize は気づくや実現するという意味があり、何かを認識したり、現実にすることを指します。この文脈では、標準化を達成するという意味で、achieve の方が適しています。
We have to make up a plan of order volume based on the occupancy rate in truck.
We need to create a plan for order volume based on the occupancy rate of trucks. That sounds good.
1週間単位での発注計画って英語でなんて言うの？
You can say weekly order plan in English.
?1 週間単位での発注計画から直近の需要を加味し平準化を実現って意味わかんなくない？
You might say, based on a weekly order plan, we consider recent demand to achieve standardization. Does that help clarify?
英語は合ってるんだけど、これ質問で1週間単位での発注計画から直近の需要を加味し平準化を実現ってできる
？Yes, you can say, can we standardize based on a weekly order plan by considering recent demand? Does that capture what you mean?
Yes. Is that possible?
Yes, it's possible. Standardizing based on a weekly order plan by considering recent demand can help smooth out fluctuations. It takes careful planning and analysis, but can be effective.
いや順序逆かなと思うんだよね。その需要を予測して発注計画を立てるんじゃないの？
Yes. Typically, you forecast demand first, and then create the order plan based on that forecast. So it's a step-by-step process where predicting demand comes first.
And when I researching about the standardization of logistics, I found very interesting example 事例って英語でなんていうの？他者事例とか。
事例 can be translated as case or example. If you're referring to an example from another company, you can say case study or example from another company.
I found very interesting case. It is dynamic pricing in logistics.
Dynamic pricing in logistics sounds fascinating. How does it work in that context?
繁忙期と閑散期って英語でなんていうの？
繁忙期 is peak season, and 閑散期 is off-peak season in English.
There are a peak season and off-peak season in logistics.
Yes, logistics has peak seasons and off-peak seasons. Dynamic pricing can help manage these fluctuations.
Logistics has off-peak season and peak season.
That's correct. Logistics indeed has off-peak and peak seasons. Great job.
When the peak season,
During there's a and logistics operations are busier. Dynamic pricing can help manage this increased demand.
During the peak season, the lack of people and truck would be.
During the peak season, there might be a shortage of people and trucks available. Dynamic pricing can help balance this by adjusting costs.
During the peak season, there might be shortage of people and truck.
That's right. During the peak season, there might be a shortage of people and trucks. Great observation.
On the other hand, during off-peak season, people and truck is人とトラックが余っているって英語でなんていうの？
You can say, there are more people and trucks available during the off-peak season. So you might say, during the off-peak season, there are more people and trucks available.
During off-peak season, there are more people and truck available.
Exactly. During the off-peak season, there are more people and trucks available. Great job.
早割サービスって英語でなんていうの？
Hayawari service can be translated as early bird discount in English.
Could you repeat again?
Sure. Early bird discount is translated as early bird discount.
Early bird discount?
Hayawari service can be translated as early bird discount.
How to spell that?
Early bird discount is spelled EARLYBIRD discount.
Why do you use bird?
Bird in early bird discount comes from the phrase, the early bird catches the worm, meaning those who arrive early or act early get the best rewards. So early bird refers to someone who acts early.
So logistic company will use early bird discount during the peak season because by doing early bird discount you can move the order from peak season to off-peak season.
Exactly. Logistics companies can use early bird discounts during the peak season to encourage customers to place orders earlier, shifting some demand to off-peak times. Great job!
Could you repeat again?
Sure. Logistics companies can use early bird discounts during the peak season to encourage customers to place orders earlier, shifting some demand to off-peak times. Great job!
Logistic company can use early bird discount to shift off-peak season.
Yes, logistics companies can use early bird discounts to shift demand from peak season to off-peak season. Great explanation.
The logistic company can use early bird discount to shift order to off-peak season.
Exactly. Logistics companies can use early bird discounts to shift orders to the off-peak season. Great job explaining.
.でもダイナミックプライシングはすべての物流サービスに適しているわけではないって英語でなんて言うの?
You can say, however, dynamic pricing isn't suitable for all logistics services. That sounds clear and natural.
Could you repeat again?
Sure. However, dynamic pricing isn't suitable for all logistics services.
But dynamic pricing isn't suitable for all kind of logistics service. For example, e-commerce is not suitable.
That's right. Dynamic pricing isn't suitable for every type of logistics service. E-commerce, for example, might require more stable pricing. You're doing great.
Because the order is not it is not more compared to B2B?
Because the order volumes in e-commerce are typically smaller compared to B2B, making dynamic pricing less practical. Great point.
Because the order volume of e-commerce is typically smaller than B2B.
Exactly. The order volume in e-commerce is typically smaller than in B2B, which makes dynamic pricing less suitable. Great job.
The transportation of B2B is ロット数が大きいって英語でなんていうの？ The lot of ロットボリュームとか？
You can say the volume is large or the shipment size is large in English.
ロット数が大きいって英語でなんていうの？
You can say the batch size is large or the lot size is large in English.
B2B transportation is the The lot size of B2B transportation is larger than B2C.
Yes, that's correct. The lot size of B2B transportation is larger than B2C. Great job.
納期が、B2C と比べて、余裕があるって英語になんていうの？
You can say the delivery time is more flexible compared to B2C in English.
The delivery time is more flexible than B2C.
That's right. The delivery time is more flexible than B2C. Perfect.
Ninushi って英語でなんていうの？
Ninishi is translated as shipper or consignor in English.
Add to this, shipper prioritize the cost of logistics. So if the logistics company use early bird discount, the possibility of using early bird discount would be high.
Shippers do prioritize logistics costs. So if the logistics company offers an early bird discount, there's a good chance the shipper would use it.
Thank you. So 39 minutes have passed. We should wrap it up and see you tomorrow.
You're welcome. It's been great talking with you. Have a wonderful day and see you tomorrow.